Well, hi friends, Doc South here. Just giving you some updates on my search for perhaps a better way to do my webcasting. Pretty much, I've reached out to one service. I won't give names yet because, well, it wouldn't matter. But the what I'm asking for, and maybe some of you are webcasters. I know I have a few people who are Facebook friends who are webcasters, or maybe you're on YouTube checking me out for the first time. What I had for a while, and it wasn't working, was this massive random playlist of various songs and a few of my pop-up shows thrown in for good measure. It's my theory or my feeling, and actually my passion, to use radio or webcasting, same thing basically, to make people feel a little happier each day. You'll find after a while, I know a lot of the talk shows you hear on regular radio are just so darn cranky and mad and people fighting and oh god, I don't want. I don't know. That just doesn't swing it as far as I'm concerned. I don't think we're on this planet to fight with each other all the time and scream and yell about all these things. What I like to do is give people a break from that kind of stuff. Enjoy an old tune, listen to a story, consider, I don't know, one thought or another of a pleasant nature, that kind of thing. And I think those of you who've listened to my show, I think would say that I try to do, I think I do that fairly well. I may not be perfect at it, but I try. By the way, that's usually death for ratings. Yeah. I know probably if I got on and griped about everything, I'd probably do way better. But honestly, I've had it with griping. I spent way too much of my life griping and fretting and stuff, and that's nothing but BS. So it doesn't do you any good. Better to be on the positive side. So to that end, what I'm looking for is not necessarily a random playlist of songs. Not that that's so bad if you have a big enough list. The songs don't repeat too much. But what I want to do is like I used to do when I was with Live 365 Radio. I could do a show. I would turn the show into a file somehow. Again, someone's going to have to go over that with me, but I think that's what I did. And then I could insert the repeat show into the daily schedule, the schedule for the week. And every week I would add, fresh meat to the playlist. So generally, I could do a show here in Jersey, maybe a pop-up, well, not a pop-up show, maybe a nice oldie show. An hour long, 3 hours long, 4 hours long, whatever. And I could say, okay, I want this to play again later today on Monday. I'll throw it in on for Wednesday in the morning since I did it recently in the afternoon. We'll throw it once maybe real late at night. So maybe someone listening in another time zone can listen to it as if it were an afternoon show. And again, my shows were basically happy shows. Okay. Again, a spot to just sit back and relax and not get your blood pressure going. Maybe get your feet tapping, but other than that. And then the pop-up shows, they're always of a positive nature, and interview shows, I'd stick them in, and then between those shows, I would run a random playlist, long enough to not repeat itself too much. And I always tried to kind of make that random playlist, varied music. So it worked out okay. That's what I'm looking to do. I don't particularly, I don't think I want to go, if I have to do a thing where I can't repeat the live shows, I don't know as I want to do the radio because I don't think it's going to be purposeful. What happens in those cases is, you get to do one show maybe when I get home from work, And that might not be convenient for my listeners. You all might be eating your supper then, or what have you. And or you're heading off to work. Maybe you got a night shift. Well, yeah. So what I want to do is somehow find a way that the live shows can be turned into repeaters and aired, 5 to 10 times over the next week or two, and then replaced with something else. That's what I'm looking to do. And if I know Live 365 used to be able to do that, then they could provide that service. And once someone finally banged it into my head how to do it, it went fairly easy. Truth be known, it really did. So that's what I'm looking. Let's hope that'll be the case. I think being on regular radio stations, number one, I doubt I could find a job on regular radio because, frankly, a lot of that's computerized and, I don't know. As I'm getting older, I'm not necessarily as sharp as I used to be for computers and everything coming in right on time. And also I get to blabbing so much that it drives a lot of the station people crazy. It does. I don't care. On my own station, I don't care. If I want to talk for 8 hours, I'm talking for 8 hours, and that's that. Yeah. So, and also a lot of the songs I play aren't necessarily mainstream stuff that, quote, all those hip and in the know want to hear. Yeah. Although I would think anyone interested in music would love to hear songs from the 20s and 30s and 40s because it was good music. There was nothing at all wrong with it. And you can get pretty good recordings of it nowadays, good quality stuff. And so I love playing that baloney. It's good music. And I don't mean when I say baloney. Let me mention, I love baloney. Okay. Baloney, good. Salami too. So you get the idea. That's what I'm trying to do. Let's hope we can figure it out and get it cooking. All right. So, and if Live 365 can't do it, well, maybe there's someone else out there. Any of you who might be webcasting DJs know of anyone who could help me, contact me, DocSouthShow@yahoo.com. That's my email, DocSouthShow@yahoo.com. Because that is what I want to do. If I can't do that, I don't know. I don't think I can do it. Yeah, it's pretty much got to be that way I foresee or envision. Or maybe someone's got a better idea, but boy, I don't know what it would be. Okay, so maybe joining a network. Maybe there's someone who has a webcasting service, and I could, like I used to do with, oh gosh, I can't think of the name right now. My friends Tiffany and Terry. Oh, they had a Saturday night thing going. Oh, I feel awful, but I'm awful with names. Terry and Tiffany, I know you're probably watching this, but right now the name won't come to me. Cult Radio A Go-Go, right? I think that was it. Yeah. Oh, forgive me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that was it. And they would have me do like a 1 hour show. They aired it with on their programming on Saturdays. It was kind of cool. In fact, it was very cool. Okay, so there you go. Enough said. If you know of anything, contact me, DocSouthShow@yahoo.com. Comments welcome too. Okay, so we're on the case. We'll just have to see what happens. Okay. Thank you, friends. God bless.